Hey everybody, welcome back to Grain Free Homestead. I'm Stephanie,
I'm Derek.
and today we have a video about something that we've never done before. We got peaches from the peach truck, and we've always kind of seen advertisements for it, and we don't have peach trees. We have apples and pears trees, but we don't have peaches, and we don't really have a source for peaches. So we decided to give it a shot.
We were going to get some peaches on a trip that we took, but it just didn't work out and we didn't get them.
So this was kind of the next best thing, I guess. And
Yeah.
so we were curious. So we wanted to bring you guys along and show you what all we did with the peaches, how it went, what it was like, what all we made. Were they good? Was it worth it? Was it a good value?
So we met. We went to a parking lot where the peach truck is scheduled to deliver in our area. There's a few places like they do it all online, and you buy the peaches ahead of time, and you meet at usually I think we were at a Royal King parking lot. I think there's a few other places that they'll schedule stops throughout the summer, and like I said, you could pay in advance, but we kind of did something kind of cool where we bought one in advance.
So, yeah, so what we did was we didn't really know. The boxes are 25-pound boxes, which is about a half a bushel of peaches, and it's $50. So we didn't really know how much is that, just by how much can we can with that, how many things can we make with that. So we only bought one box. And then when we got there, we'll show you video in just a minute, there's like a big long line and the truck is there, and it's kind of like an Azure Standard pickup if you've ever done that. It's a little bit like that. But we went through the line, and the lady kind of was coming around, and she's like, sorry, we're out of our extra peaches. They sell extra boxes if they have them. They're the same price. You can get an extra box for another $50. And as soon as we saw the boxes, they're good sized boxes, but I knew that I couldn't make a bunch of different things with it. It was going to be probably just canned peaches.
Yeah.
And so we went ahead and we went in, we got our box, and then we went into Royal King.
Yeah, we had to pick up some other
We
stuff.
needed chicken feed and different things like that. And then when we came out, it was like, it had been
an hour or so. They were getting ready to leave.
yeah, they were
shutting it down.
It was towards the end of their time that they were there. So I'm like, I'm gonna run over there and see, maybe people didn't show up for their peaches, maybe there's extra now. And lo and behold, I went through the line and she's like, yep, we have some extra boxes. So I said, oh, I want to get an extra box. So while I was in line and I was paying for my extra box, the guy next to me dropped his box. And he didn't really like drop the whole box, but he dropped it enough to where he dropped the box to where they kind of tumbled out. They rolled out on the ground. And I looked, I was like, oh my goodness. And they gave him a new box. And the guy that was ringing us up for the new box said, now we got to get rid of that box. Do you want a discounted box? And I said, well, how much of a discount? And he said 50% off. So
we were just in the right place at the right time.
yeah. And they had like a big black X on the box.
That's good to know that they do that, though, in case
You can
something...
ask for if they have those. If you see the peach truck, ask for a discounted box. And it was $25. And there was like maybe 3 or 4 that had like bruising on them. But
we just ate those
yeah,
first.
Yeah, we just ate those first, and it wasn't too bad. It was worth the $25 for that box.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up with 3 boxes or 75 pounds of Georgia peaches. And they are the
Stone, what is it called?
stone free.
Stone free. The pit comes out easy.
Yeah, the stone free. They were really good. So, but when you get them, they send you like instructions through your email, and then there was inside or on the side of the box, or I can't remember, a flyer like, and it told you what to do. So when you get home, you lay all the peaches out flat on a table or a counter for 3 to 4 days, because they look perfect when you get them, but they're hard. They are not right.
Yeah, they're not ready.
So you have to, we laid them out on a ping pong table.
Yeah, that's something, if you want to get that many peaches that aren't ready, you kind of need to prepare for that. We just luckily have a ping pong table that the kids weren't playing with. and we put some stuff down, and we had to spread everything out. You have to get airflow through it. You don't want it to be all of them stacked on top of each other in a box because they're just going to bruise and rot really fast. So having a space that you can, if you can make a table somewhere or set up a temporary thing to let the peaches ripen, especially the amount that we got was it was we didn't have enough table space. If we'd have had it, we wouldn't be able to eat. It would have just taken our whole kitchen would have been nothing but peaches. But thankfully we had the ping pong table set up, and because we didn't plan out to get that many peaches.
No.
So,
but after about the second day, we could start to smell them, like peaches, like when you smell them in the store at a fruit market or something. And then by the third day, we had to start telling our kids, you can't eat the peaches yet.
yeah,
the peaches started disappearing. And
I
we
think
counted.
We lost 10 peaches in one day. They vanished.
They magically disappeared. We counted the peaches. Didn't we have like 161 or 163 peaches altogether?
There was. No, it was more than that. It was like 150. Yeah, it was
160 something peaches
160.
altogether. So approximately, 52 or to 55 peaches per box, something like that.
Some of them were big too.
And they were big. They were beautiful peaches. We should have some pictures of them. You can see them. And so after you lay them out for 3 to 4 days, they do ripen. You start to smell them, and they do soften just a little bit. But you need to be ready at that time, at like that 3rd or 4th day, to do something with your peaches. And
we had about a week and a half to because we had a lot of peaches to process. And if you're on our Facebook page, we did the what is it? The Every Bit Counts challenge. And literally every night we were trying to preserve peaches one way or another. And I posted pictures of that. If you want to follow us on Facebook, you can find us Grain Free Homestead.
It was a little bit crazy because we have all the other garden stuff coming in, tomatoes and peppers and okra and green beans. Everything is kind of coming in. And so we're already processing a lot. So the timing of the peaches is kind of stressful a little bit, or it's just inconvenient, but we don't have peaches, and these peaches were amazing. They tasted like candy. So we wanted to tell you guys, so you go to thepeachtruck.com. That's the website that you go to. You pick your state, and then you kind of look around in your city or your town for a pickup. There was several where we were, but we were kind of on the tail end. It was one of the last pickups for peaches in our area.
I think there's other companies that do it too. The one we have here locally is called the
Peach Truck. So we wanted to show you guys mostly everything that we made from the peaches. So the first, one of the main things we did every night is we flash froze. We got how many of these?
2.5 gallons.
2.5 gallons of flash froze peaches. These are the peeled ones. We're just keeping these to keep in the freezer here to make dishes with if I want to make a dessert.
See, if you flash freeze them, see how everything is
individually frozen.
So you can just pick out what you need.
Yeah, you can just get out what you need.
If you threw all these inside of a freezer bag and just let it go, it would turn into one big block of ice. So I need to get these back in the freezer.
Yeah, we use those for smoothies and things like that. So the next thing that I made was I canned peaches. I had never canned peaches before. So here's our canned peaches. They look really good. And I ended up with 12 quarts and 6 pints. I did a couple different sizes on that. So we canned the peaches. I used an extra light syrup on that because those peaches are so good. I didn't feel like they needed a heavy syrup. I made vanilla peach jam.
And look how amazing that is.
So that, that kind of little bit of bronzy color is the vanilla. I got, was it 6 pints? Because when we open jam, there ain't no sense in having jelly jars. We just go for the pint.
Yeah, we eat it up pretty quick.
And then I did do 5 half pints or jelly jar size if I want to get gift some or something like that.
So we got freeze-dried peaches.
We got freeze-dried peaches. They're in gallon-sized bags. We got 3 of these. Is there any more, or is this all of them?
There was, Oh, that's it. 3.
So we got 3 of these
I might take that little half a gallon of frozen peaches
and make some.
and make some that aren't. These are for long-term storage with the Mylar
We may
bag.
make some to eat now.
Yeah,
One thing that we made that we didn't bring out here is when we were canning the peaches, we saved the skins and the pits and all. There was juice, like where we had to kind of blanch the peaches to get the skin off, and it made this beautiful peach juice. We saved that, and I'm gonna make peach jelly from that.
You know something else you did forget, but while we were making that, she made peach tea.
I had extra syrup left over, the light syrup from making the peaches, and I had all that peach juice, so much juice that I couldn't freeze it all.
That's good.
So I took the peach juice with the light syrup, and I added 4 tea bags to it on the stove and made peach tea.
It was
And
amazing.
it was really, really
It was
good.
really good. Our house smelled really.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was a great experience.
Let's see. We flash froze them, freeze dried, we canned them, we made jam, and 5 is the peach jelly. I haven't made yet because we froze everything in the freezer for that. So that's the last thing that I have to make. So we got 5 different things out of the peaches preserved.
And the tea, so that would be 6, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we didn't preserve it.
Okay, yeah.
And we ate peaches like they were going out of style. They tasted like candy. So much so that it hurt my stomach. I learned a lesson, I can't eat peaches every day. But they ripen and they're good right now, and I'll probably do it again next year. So we wanted to show you guys all the different things, and we'll show you pictures, and we've got some video of some of what we were doing. We didn't get as much video as we wanted because we're just scrambling and a lot of things going on all at one time. So if you've ever wondered about the peach truck, wondered if it was a good deal, how much it is, are the peaches any good? Yes, they're wonderful. I don't know how they do it. These peaches were beautiful.
It was a really
big,
good quality.
giant peaches, and they're really good. It is $50 for a 25-pound box, unless you get like a blemished box, and you can ask them. You can go up to the truck and ask them. Yeah, and so that's it. So we'll show you some video, and I'll walk you through what we're doing on the video.
I'm not really sure on the price of the peaches. Like, it didn't seem like it was a great deal. Like,
It wasn't.
It wasn't the best deal on peaches you could get, but for quality wise,
They were very high quality
They were
peaches.
good peaches.
They were. They were really, really
So,
good.
if you're just trying to save money by buying some bulk peaches, I don't know. If you're wanting some really good peaches, yeah, it's worth it. How are you? They going in?
Yeah. I can't do it. I got it, dude. Got 25 pounds of Georgia peaches. They're cold. And tell him what he said.
Oh, sit them out on the counter for 2 to 3 days.
Spread them out.
Spread them out. Don't let them be touching.
Yeah, because they're not
They're not.
super. They're hard.
Yeah, they need a few days to ripen.
Yeah. So this is our first time getting peaches from the peach truck.
We'll see how.
So here we had just done a quick blanch on them. We scored the bottom of them with an X, did about a 30-second blanch, and the peel comes right off. And then, as you'll see in the next video after this, I learned real quick to, I was trying to save the peels and pits for some jelly, but the bag was not working, so we moved it to a bowl. However, the quick blanch works perfectly for getting the skins off, and I'm slicing them up because we're going to can sliced peaches. Also, in my bowl of water there, I used fresh fruit. You can buy that like in your canning section, or you can use lemon juice, and that keeps the peaches from turning brown. As you guys can see here, the kiddos are getting involved. Mostly just watching. Hannah is helping me some peeling, but it just gets them used to the process and gets them involved. So here I am stuffing the jars with the peaches we just sliced. And if you look in that bowl, that beautiful pink juice there is what I used to keep for the peach jelly. Okay, so here I'm ladling the light syrup that we made for the peaches. And so I just need to wipe the rims and lid them and water bath can them for 25 minutes. This is some of the peaches after they were finished canning, and they turned out lovely. Here we have some of the peaches left after the first canning. This is just to show you guys how beautiful the peaches are. I didn't get video of making the peach jam. This is the only picture that I could find. The next picture also has the jam, some of it when we got finished making it. So here are the peaches that we were flash freezing. We just sliced them up and put them on parchment paper and put them in the top rack of the freezer, and it freezes them really quickly and individually, and then they're nice and loose in the freezer bags. Okay guys, so you kind of saw some of the stuff that we were doing with the peaches, and you know, the kiddos kind of get in and they help, and they're involved too, and they're learning.
And they were eating peaches.
And they were eating lots of peaches while we were doing it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you to see the different things that you can do when you buy produce. We generally like to grow our produce that we preserve. This is probably one of the few times that we buy it. I can't think of anything else that we buy produce-wise that we process.
Sometimes we do strawberries.
Yes, strawberries. That's the other thing. Sometimes we can't grow enough. We have some growing, but we can't grow enough to make as much jam as what we need. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, if it was helpful, give us a like, subscribe. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good week, and thanks for watching.
Bye.